Hey, good afternoon. This is Percy, and welcome back to my channel. It's called The Balance of Life. Thank you for all those who have subscribed. Thank you for any new viewers. Right now, I'm on the tail end of my walk. Well, actually, I just finished the half, and now it's all the downside. On the side to your left, with the exception of where you first start seeing the larger homes, it's mostly all dirt. And yeah, it's the harder side. So I like to do it first. That way when I get on this side here, everything's a little bit better. The walking is smoother. I can actually... Morning, how are you? My feet plant a little bit firmer, and I can push off a little better because the ground is more solid. But let me tell you something about the hard side. See, the hard side is rough and it's rugged. There are loose rocks, and there really isn't much of a trail. It's a direction that I like to take first, because whatever's hardest, if I can get through it first, then I know better times are ahead. And it's just a mental thing for me. I mean, you guys can do it however you like, but just do it. Looks like it may rain on me before I finish, but let it come. I've been rained on before. I want to talk to you today about the power of a commitment. Whether it's just walking a simple path here to your expected destination, or it is things that you have decided that, come what may, you are going to get them done in life. And I pray that you do. Because all in all, we can lie about many things. But I think to lie to yourself is one of the greatest tragedies in life. Because you get to the point where you don't even trust your own self about what you're saying or what you're attempting to do in life. Very sad indeed. But you see, the power of commitment means that you have told yourself beyond any shadow of a doubt that whatever you do, you shall succeed or be somewhat successful in it. And everybody has different levels of what they call success. So once again, be it unto you on whatever level that you may call success. I just got finished taking care of some business, and I decided, well, I'm on the street to where this path actually starts. Why not stop there and get it done? I had the top down in my car, and I looked at the sky. I'm like, well, everything's not looking too favorable for me to get it done. But I will still do it, because that thing inside of me said that you haven't walked this week. Not like you usually do. You haven't put in as much effort as you usually do this week. You know, for this or for that, it doesn't mean or matter whatever the situation was that prohibited me from doing it, the truth remains that I did not do it. And I committed myself to walking at least 2 to 3 times a week. And there's tomorrow before Sunday hits. So I still have another day of walking to keep my commitment to yourself. Now, your commitment to yourself is one thing. But there are guys and gals, that haven't seen the love of their lives in a couple of years or started new relationships that may they have not been able to, maybe, let's put it frankly, consummate. And while all this is going on, some of them may have decided to make commitments that they were never intending on keeping. See, I believe in a law of reciprocity. Whatever you do will be done unto you. So that heart you have hanging on to whatever words or nice anecdotes or phrases of love and commitment, pseudo commitments that you have been spewing out and never intended to keep. Remember, there's a heart on the other end of everything that you say. There's a pair of ears on the other end of everything you say. There may be more than one pair. And I think as a man, because I can only speak from a man's perspective, the first thing, and in some cases, the only thing you have is your word. And I'm trying to keep this video somewhat brief. In the distance, there's a water tower, and I know I'll be close to my goal. But your commitment is everything. And like I say, as you lie to yourself, maybe that becomes a habit, so where you can lie to other people. And this lady that just passed me, I see her out here a lot. She's made a commitment to herself to be happy. Now, if I came to this actually path because I use other paths often, I may see her daily. And then that means I know, at least to her, the things she has told herself, she's willing to carry out. Others I see on this trail, they will only ride the smooth side of the road. Because right here is where the cement begins, over here. And as you can see, and maybe some of my other videos, you have seen me walk the rugged trail somewhat before. And see, some people lie to themselves for the moment. Some people tell another lie to cover up the lie that they said before, because it's easier to cloak the truth and not tell people how they feel, or to give you a semblance of, man, that guy's doing great, that gal's doing great, when they're sitting alone, maybe in an apartment that they can barely afford, eating the most basic of foods, and deep down inside praying for better days, but putting on a brave front like everything is okay, when we know that it is not. Now, see, this is what I love about Texas. Almost 10 minutes in this video here, and I'm walking right along my way here. There's an opossum If you've never seen one, there you go. And those cats there, sometimes they're some of the nastiest characters on the face of this earth. But my dad always said that they were good eating, him and my uncle. Sometimes he would see one or more. I had to turn around, make sure that joker wasn't coming after me. Because if you want to see a miracle, watch me run. Anyway, I was saying that my dad, back in his day, possums, if you came across them, maybe like they have the phrase, beef is what's for dinner. Well, possum, I don't know what kind of meat it is, but it definitely would have been on the plate for that night. I've actually watched him cook them, not so much clean, but I've watched him cook them. And every time he was like, hey, have a piece. I'm like, no thanks, Dad. But I mean, just thinking back about my father, that is somebody who had a commitment. My dad wasn't a perfect man, but he was a good man. He was a godly man, and he kind of understood about life. He did not have PhDs to flash, or did not live an extravagant life. But he taught me commitment. How, despite your own shortcomings in life, stay committed. And sometimes he and my mom, they may not have seen quite eye to eye. Sometimes it looked like, oh man, seemed like this might be the end. But no, because he knew it was more valuable staying with his children than allowing someone else to raise them. But I digress. This video is not about my dad. I'll make another one later. Or my mom. This is about commitment. And now that borders are being opened, even though they're fighting in the Ukraine, I mean, commitment is important. The things you have said, maybe it's time to fulfill that destiny. If you've been sick and you want to get healthier, maybe it's time to stop lying to yourself about it and go out and do it. Even though this isn't a picturesque place, I really like it because it is a long road. It is now 1:15. No, 12, about 12:15, 12:20. I started this journey at about 11:25. And just trying to power my way through here. And do my legs hurt after I finish? Yes. Am I tired? Yes. Is it worth it? Yes. Because see, when I take the hard road first, and while I'm at my strongest, and I hit those divots, and my ankle kind of bows because of the stroke, or my knee kind of, buckles because of the weakness in it, I can will myself to push it. And now that I'm on the flat land here, it's like my strength is somewhat renewed, because with it being flat, I can take a step and I can propel myself forward on my left almost as much as I can on my right. Does my hip hurt? Yes, because I broke my hip before. But it is all necessary. So even if you're in your commitment, it causes you pain, endure it. Get through it. This video, I feel, is long enough. I would have liked to have reached my goal, but I still have a ways to go. But when I feel it's time to do a video, I do it. So, you guys, I know that in life you can keep all of your commitments. The ones that are worthy of committing to. You can keep them. So you do that, and I can almost guarantee you that your life will be stronger, your mind and your heart will be more full, your loves will be greater. And then if you could teach the person in your life about commitment and how to keep it, they can always use that commitment to also bless you. But this is Percy from the Balance of Life. I'm going to power on before it rains on me. Try to get out of here. You guys have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you later. And remember, always keep life in balance.